Florida's defense has been stout this year, despite dealing with some early injuries. Against Auburn, nearly the entire unit was together finally, and it played its best game yet. Here are some of the ways that the Gators held the explosive Auburn offense in check. To begin with, the interior of the Gator defensive front had a great game. Here's an early example on 3rd and 1. Adam Schuler pushes the center deep into the backfield, forcing the running back into the lane where David Reese is coming downhill. Reese avoids the guard's block and gets Whitlow from the front as Schuler gets him from behind to force the punt. Later on, Auburn is pulling the left guard. Kyrie Campbell attacks the space he leaves behind and beats the center. Cam Martin runs into some congestion, but might be able to get around it if not for Campbell coming up from behind him. Jonathan Grenard was a terror again, especially when Auburn tried to block him with a pulling guard. The Tigers tried it on the first play of the game, and Bo Nix had to get rid of it quickly. When they tried it again later on, it went about the same way. The entire defense played well as a unit. On this jet sweep by the speedy Anthony Schwartz, Auburn will send the H-back and tackle out to block. One guy from each level of the defense will combine to put a stop to it. As Schwartz is coming outside, there are 3 gaps for the Gators to worry about. Marco Wilson is coming down to fill the outside gap, Grenard is splitting the blockers in the middle, and James Houston has the inside gap. There is nowhere for Schwartz to go, and Houston drops him for a big loss. Florida knew it was up against a true freshman quarterback and did some things to take advantage of it. Here is one example. It looks like Florida might be in single coverage to the outside with Sean Davis on the near receiver, Amari Birdie on the middle, and Marco Wilson in soft coverage on the outside. Instead, the other safety, Jawan Taylor, takes the inside, Davis takes the middle, and Wilson and Birdie are covering the outside receiver high and low. Nix looks to the middle first, but sees his guy isn't open with Ventrell Miller shallow and Taylor deep, so he fires it to Schwartz on the outside. Birdie is in the way in good coverage, so the only place he can put it is low and outside. The throw is off the mark, setting up 3rd and long. Later, on 2nd down, Todd Grantham called a rare blitz. He's known for blitzing, but the line played well enough that he didn't have to do it much. Grantham overloads the right side by sending Trey Dean first off the edge. Houston comes on a delayed blitz afterwards, and he knocks the ball out of Nix's hand as he goes by. That's why Nix hits the ground so quickly, so he can recover the fumble. Now on 3rd and 12, Florida only sends 4. Marlon Davidson gets some good penetration, but Nix has time and space to operate. Instead, he's still feeling the pressure from the previous play, and without setting his feet, he chucks it down the sideline into double coverage. The Gators will have a tougher task to slow down LSU with Joe Burrow being so much more experienced than Nix is, but the defense has improved as the year has gone along. It may get even a little better this weekend with Jabari Zuniga coming back from injury. The win over Auburn was the best the defense has looked yet, and that side of the ball will need to take the lead when Florida plays the other West Division Tigers.